Welcome to the Bach Boys. We are boys who love the Bach. I'm Ryan S.
I'm Casey S.
I'm Jake C.
And I'm Alex F.
And it is season 10, kind of
the Bach Boys.
Of the Bach Boys, the number one rated Bachelor podcast on the internet. It's a new season, a new year, but there's a twist.
What?
What could it mean? What could it be?
Well, if you've been paying attention to our hotter than ever Instagram feed,
So hot.
it's so hot right now.
So hot.
Trending all over.
It's not a marketing campaign. It's a marketing siege.
Yes, it's a gosh darn hailstorm on you all, Bach Boys Nation.
You're welcome.
You
Look
asked for
out.
it.
Get an umbrella.
We've burnt down your houses.
Get in the bathtub, get in the doorway. We're coming at you.
We're here. It's time.
Don't make a beep.
Is it better to hide in your door frame or under a desk when the Bach Boys come to get you?
Ideally both.
Put your desk in the doorway, Batch fans.
Because it's the anti-season.
Yes,
Ooh.
absolutely.
And you know, if you're new to the Bach Boys, which you're not because we're the number one rated Bachelor podcast on the internet,
Of course.
you know we have mixed feelings about Colton.
Actually, pretty unanimous feelings about Colton.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's no good.
No good spoiled
Yeah, he's
meats.
bad.
Dirty.
Stinky.
Dirty, rotten, sticky guy.
Gosh, it's fun to be Bach.
You know what the
Yes.
worst part about Colton was tonight? I'm jumping ahead a little
No,
bit.
please. I know I could see you getting worked up.
It's
during the
just
episode.
how-
Glasses are fogging up with hate.
We know how bad this guy is, and he had the nerve and the audacity to come out here and make us almost like him.
I know, right?
What? I mean, like, that's manipulative.
That was so frustrating. He gaslighted us.
Mind games. Trash.
I don't know. We only liked him a little bit tonight, maybe because all of it was just like first impression stuff, which everyone here noted he was good at.
Yes.
But once it gets down to the nitty gritty of who a person is, he will shine through. He will be the bad guy we all want him to be. I'm not worried about it.
I don't want him to be a bad guy. He just is unpure. And, you know, for a virgin,
Impure.
Impure virgin.
hashtag impure virgin. The first hashtag of 2019. The first hashtag. The first.
If he was,
We had a
I
few
digress.
hashtags in the thread.
if he was in a horror movie, it would be like they wouldn't be able to tell whether to kill him off first or have him live in the end because he's the virgin, but he's also so.
But he's
impure.
also the dumb idiot.
Yeah, stupid, dumb idiot. Those guys die first.
I felt honestly kind of wrong last season on the Bach Boys talking about Colton using the word virgin, but they've just normalized it so much. It feels
Well,
like
they got ahead of it, and that's important. You got to take the wind out of the sails of the haters.
right. You got to get all of Bachelor Nation hammered because the drinking game that everyone
Yes.
was playing.
It's very creative and original drinking game. Shout out to the Bachelor Nation. Good for all of you.
Yes, solid game, y'all.
Yeah, if you played right in to our Instagram,
go to
talk to us. So go to our website.
Go to www.batchboys.net. The website has never looked prettier, and we're gonna get to the meat of the show here soon.
Yes, we just want to remind everybody.
Watch our Instagram story for a
Who we are.
disgusting surprise.
Yeah, this is plugs, right? We're doing plugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plugs at the
it's
start.
turned
It's the
into plugs.
anti-season. Plugs at the start.
anti-season.
Yeah.
Plugs now. You guys want ads.
We want that retention value. People aren't going to stick around if they, we want them to have the plugs.
Yeah, so just
they want
chug
to know
through.
that we're gonna do them because they might think they're never gonna plug this show. I don't want to listen to this. How much do I have to listen to? When are they gonna plug
I want
this?
plugs. I'm all leaky and full of holes. I want plugs.
Batch Boys Nation, you want plugs? You got plugs.
You begged for it. We heard your cries. Here's the plugs. Facebook, Instagram, www.batchboys.net.
Hashtag get plugged.
And
Hashtag Colton gets plugged.
Every
Colton's
Bach
first
Boys
plug.
fan is looking like a piece of Swiss cheese out there getting plugged.
We'll make you whole again, Bachelor Nation.
First hashtag is hashtag Colton's first plug.
yeah, we're plugging Colton all season long.
Someone's gotta.
And the point that we strayed from was, please send us a message if you saw something.
Yeah, we've been very active in our Instagram.
Yeah.
We loved hearing from you. So just quick shout out to all of you.
Ryan, Jake, could I jump in for a minute?
Please.
Please.
I feel like after the time off we've had, it's important that I address the fans. I let them know directly what we're doing, what's going to be happening in the anti-season.
Yeah, we just keep talking about it. It's so cryptic.
What does it mean?
So here's what's going on. We are boys, of course, who love the Batch. We've always been boys who love the Batch, and we're here for everyone.
Cheers. Oh, wait, let's toast our crystal glasses.
Cheers.
It's a little pruny. They're too pruny, these glasses now.
Wait, what are we
too long in the
drinking?
hot tub.
What are we
Well,
drinking
this
this
season's
season?
brought to us by Ancestry.com, I think. By 23andMe. And we're toasting mason jars of spit.
Swabbed out of your family member's mouth that you gave it to for Christmas.
36% Irish.
29% Swahili.
What was that?
Not as Italian as you'd think.
All these surprises and more on the Batch Boys this season. Thanks,
Yeah.
23andMe.
Yeah.
Casey?
So the first lesson to take away from that is we're gonna get distracted often, and we're gonna not talk about the things that you want us to talk about, but sometimes we will.
We're talking about an
deliberate.
anti-season. That's the whole point. We're skewing the narrative.
Yes. Well, here's what's going on. I'm gonna get down to brass tacks.
Yes.
as I intended to.
Please.
We are boys who love the Batch. We've always been boys who love the Batch. But this year, we're boys who loved the Batch because this Batch is not up to snuff. And we do not
Bad Batch.
feel that he is deserving of love right now. We need to see a heck of a lot more from Colton before
I want
we
to
can
say
give him any
this.
blessing.
No, there's no blessings. He's lost the blessing. It's dude, it's over. He if you'll read the bio on www.batchboys.net, essentially the gist of what I've said, what we've spoken of about Colton, preach is he circled the Bachelor Nation like a hawk. This guy just swoops in. He dates Tia immediately after her stint on The Bachelor. What a coincidence. Then he goes on The Bachelor, maybe thinking it's her, maybe thinking it's not. And then he falls in love with Becca. And he's immediately over Tia. But then he's broken up with Becca and he's brokenhearted, but he's over her. And then he's back with Tia. And now he's The Bachelor.
And if you've seen a Bachelor contestant's photo, any contestant, most likely there's a Colton comment on it.
100%.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
He's circled like a hawk. He's here because he chose to be here. And I guess
It feels like he was rewarded for years of scheming.
Yeah, it's like he plotted. He followed the formula. He even started early. He dated someone before he was even in the nation.
Yeah, I don't know whether to respect him or hate him for it.
God, I can't
Mostly
tell.
hate. But
I don't hate anybody.
Hate's a strong word.
I just
Strong word.
The thing is, we're still boys who love The Bachelor. I just don't love this Bachelor.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, so let me ask you this question, guys, because we've said this before. There have been other Bachelors that we said we don't like him. He's no
Not
good.
like
Doesn't
this.
deserve
Not
love.
to this
Ari,
extent.
so I think
I
that
like
I think
Ari.
that's what our
Yeah,
fans want to
okay.
know.
I'll die
I
on that
know,
hill.
obviously. I'm playing fans advocate here. I'm playing Colton's advocate, like devil's advocate. And what makes him different?
Well,
Let's spell it out to him. Let's spoon feed it.
DIFFERENT. Different.
yes, like 2 Chainz before him. Here's the thing about Colton. Everyone is talking about on Bachelor Nation that is he ready for love? Is he ready for love? That's not my issue here. My issue is he is way too ready. He thinks he's like deserves it right now, and he's like this like good dude who like totally like should have like love in his life. He's like not a good guy yet. Like I don't, I'm not going to discount him out. I say yet because I'm going to give him a chance at some point to win my heart back. But
Casey,
he
this is the
doesn't have it
This
right
is
now.
insane. So
Who are you?
Yeah, I thought I knew you. We came into this season. The walls are going up immediately.
This is a bigger betrayal than Darth V.
Ow, my hand.
Yeah, shouts outs to Alex F's hand.
It's an audio only podcast, so you're just gonna have to believe me. But I'm wearing a glove all season.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
covers like a really
Cover-
lifelike prosthetic.
But that we believe you,
Yes.
all of us.
His estranged
Why would I lie to the audience?
Yeah.
His
I mean,
estranged
what
father-
plot could you have behind this?
Darth V, his estranged father,
Yes.
cut off his hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's cruel, man. But the glove is nice.
That's
Yeah,
the way
it's
the
very
cookie
nice glove,
crumbles.
Alex.
You know, it's lovely leather, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
What were we saying about Colton?
I don't
He's
know.
bad. We were just saying that's what makes him different. Then Casey went and turncoated on us and said
Oh,
he still
that's
got a
right.
chance.
That is not what happened.
I was
here.
so
That's basically
blindsided.
what happened.
This is shaping
I
up
can't
to
believe
be
you're even giving him a chance. It's just
exactly like I thought I trusted you.
Yeah, like didn't we talk about this? we shared intimate secrets.
Yeah, we had private one-on-one time.
I'm rooting for him to find love.
Nope.
Just hold on, just with a terrible wretch of a woman.
And that brings us to our picks this season.
Yep,
you
all
guys. The anti-season pick system's going to work a little differently because we're going to pick girls that we like, that we don't think Colton should have because they're too good. They're pristine meats. They're
Yeah, they're those 3-star whitetails.
They're not human beings.
We're gonna bag them and tag them.
to pieces of meat.
no, well,
Good job, guys.
No, it's
Start.
no, because you know that you're not on the show enough to know that we call
You're
people
not at
no
enough
good, stinky,
delis.
spoiled meats.
Yeah, and that pristine is the best condition.
That's like a fine cut.
It
Okay,
is.
now I'm
that's like
comparing.
You're right.
that's like a headshot with a bow and arrow.
You're right. Hey, man, we've been doing this for a long time. That means we should be able to do it.
Well, we've always compared people to meats.
It's just
That's
kind
just
of
the
come
thing.
back around to sounding bad.
it's
Yeah, I
part of
guess
the-
we started on a
It's-
season of The Bachelorette, so we were calling guys
No
dirty,
good,
stinky, spoiled
yeah,
meats.
and it's come around to just sounding bad.
Yeah, well, she's pristine.
And you know what? These women are not stinky pieces of meat, Ryan. They're stinky cheese.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, she's a stinky pile of Gouda.
Which, as we all know, is a good thing in France. So they have that.
Exactly. There's a pot. Hey, look, it's always darkest before the dawn.
Yes, dish soap.
We've been on for years.
The Batch Boys.
Who let
We've
that
been
happen?
on for years.
Okay,
doing
so yeah,
there?
we're picking girls that we think are too good for Colton that he doesn't deserve, or also we're picking girls that we think he deserves. That this is the girl that Colton should be stuck with for the rest of his life, based on first impressions, which again is kind of shallow of us.
Okay, so who we want him to
so
be
is
with?
The entire show. Yep.
Yeah, the whole show is the whole thing.
Yeah, so it's just to sum up. It's person that we don't want him with because
too
they're too
good.
good, and someone that we do want him with because they're equally bad.
Yeah, because they're stinky cheese.
Stinky cheese.
Now, just to be
Ew.
clear about what's going on here, we got one person. Yeah, I think they get it.
Yeah,
One of
Okay,
each.
okay.
All right.
Whoa. Back that up.
With the number
You're
one
telling
pick.
me.
Oh yeah, we're picking live. The Batch Boys Nation. This is huge. We're picking live. We have a giant like lottery machine, one of those big
Thousands
ones
of
from TV.
numbers.
Yeah, we have it perched up here, right on top of the big box.
Yeah. Oh, well, not just yet.
Oh,
Not
say
yet.
that? Oh shit.
We got a surprise coming.
We'll cut it. We'll cut it.
All right. With the number
All right,
one
Alex.
pick.
So should we? Yeah.
The 2019 trash
Should we get an
garbage
Anti-season.
toilet bowl draft
Inaugural anti-season.
is me.
Rigged.
Rigged.
Oh,
Rigged.
it's a machine.
That's true. We do have this.
Pegged.
He's right. We do have this impressive piece of machinery. There's
Yes.
no way it could have been rigged.
With the number two pick.
Ooh. Oh, do you have to pick though?
He's just letting.
No,
he's
no,
just
let's
letting
get
us
the
rock.
number.
I'm establishing the order.
Okay.
KCS.
Mr.
Casey,
KCS. Oh, that's right. In the off season, Casey has become a Mister.
Congratulations, Casey.
Mr. Casey.
And Daniel B's become a father, but anyways.
Yeah, they kind of. Yeah, it's going. There's a lot going on. Oh wait, Daniel B. He's missing in action.
Oh yeah.
He's at the Taco Bell National Championship.
Throwing around that prig skin.
He's here. He's transitioned to an executive producer role. You know, he's sort of like the Mark Burnett.
We all Venmo'd him for some equipment and some domain name space recently.
Yeah, because the Batch Boys.
EP credit.
We need your money, Batch Boys Nation.
Yeah, we didn't want to have to ask.
Here's the thing: if you want to
Should we
become,
join Patreon?
if you want to become a founding partner of the Batch Boys, all we need is $27. So
Yes.
just go ahead and Venmo us.
Yeah, 4 easy payments of $27 makes Daniel the full executive producer, and our pockets a little bit more heavy. So
Help us.
send it our way.
Great incentives.
Coming up with the third pick in the anti-season draft is
Dun 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 dun.
Jake
Hey.
C.
wow,
Jake C.
Jake
Jake C, number 3.
Congraturitos, man. So I wonder who's
So who's
number 4.
four, yeah.
Faced.
Daniel B.
Whoa.
Just kidding. It's Ryan.
Ryan S.
Well, Daniel will pick sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Daniel's more of like the more like the Nick Fury of the Batch
You're gonna
Boys.
say Tony Soprano?
Well, I was thinking Tony Stark.
Tony the
after-
Tiger. Because he's great.
I was thinking Tony Danza,
Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Baloney. Tony-
Antonio Banderas.
Antonin Scalia.
Tontino pizza rolls.
Tontitos tortilla chips.
Wait, what?
Tontitos.
Is that a brand?
No.
Nah.
It's like Tostitos.
Yeah, you
Got
know,
it, I got it.
Tostitos.
Sure.
We make funny stuff on the Batch Boys.
Two-Tone Malone.
Post Malone.
All right.
All right, so
So we gonna do this thing? You guys
Yeah,
wanna talk
I
about
say
these
pick
girls?
your first and second. You're no good and you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write them
And
down.
tell us why. Tell us why you're feeling that way. What did you see from them tonight? This will, tell us a little bit about the girls.
Yeah.
I think there's a clear number one that I want him to be with because she's no good. But I don't think she's going to be around long enough
Is it
for
the
her to
producer
have
pick?
a chance. Yes. and
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
Catherine.
Oh, Stifler's daughter,
I mean,
Catherine.
Yes.
fair game. You can still pick her. I mean,
Yes, but I don't think she'll be around long enough for me to enjoy.
Yeah, but you
Rooting
will
but,
have
but
won.
you'd be
Oh,
correct, right?
No. He's saying for the pick that he thinks he deserves to end up with.
Yeah, the
going
bad
the
pick.
farthest. Yeah,
Oh well.
we want them to go the farthest.
No, because here's the
Theor-
thing. She's the worst on the season,
Yeah.
obviously based on her
So
behavior
rooting for her
tonight.
could be fun.
Yeah, look, like if you're gonna eat a doo-doo sandwich, it's best to chew, not to nibble. So a lot of bad in a short
That
amount
being
of time
said,
is
my
still
pick
strong.
It's not a
Is
stick.
Demi.
Wow, good pick.
I was gonna pick Demi.
Everyone was
Her
gonna
mom's
pick
in
Demi.
prison.
First and foremost,
That is so not relevant.
hi, I'm Demi. I'm a child of a mom in prison. I'm 23 years old, and I'm an interior designer.
That's her job.
Yeah, wait. Is she an
Demi,
interior
23,
designer?
Mom in prison.
Yeah, she designs 8x6 cells.
Oh man.
Let's put a bed here and a bed on top of it, and just a
And a
bucket
hole.
in the corner.
Real open concept.
Mwah. C'est magnifique. Nice, but good pick. Very good pick.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
like
my-
that they're younger than us
My evil
now.
pick.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Yep, that's
But
bad.
why
That's
does
what I
she
don't like
seem
about
older?
bachelor girls. We get older and they stay the same age. Yuck, yuck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it is really weird that
Who was that?
Isn't it weird? Yeah, that she's younger, but like somehow she seems old to me.
yeah.
Maybe it's just because she's like on TV.
Probably.
I
And
feel
you're
like
like,
everyone-
oh, it's something you've aspired for, your whole life, and you're like, oh, I'll achieve that when I'm older.
Yeah.
And you're like 40, and you're like, well,
Yeah, it's like basketball players. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, what a thing to aspire. And they're like, he's 17 years old. And I'm like, whoa, I'm inadequate.
Yeah, it's tough
Yep.
because I can't even watch basketball, much less play it as a 17-year-old.
True that.
You are not a 17-year-old.
Not right now.
Were
Not
you
yet.
Not tonight.
were you ever? Yeah.
Look, I may not be as 17 as I once was, but I'm as 17 once as I ever was. If you get my drift.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'll give you a night of being 17 like you've never believed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All the small things.
All right.
Anyways.
Make the pick.
Cool.
Who's
For
your,
my-
so that's a great no good pick.
Yeah. And
Colton
for my-
deserves her.
Demi.
My good pick of who I like the most and want to be seen sent home next week, but probably won't, is Cassie.
Which one's she?
She's the
Speech
super
pathologist.
nice
Dang, those were-
butterfly girl.
Oh, she's
Those
so
were my
sweet.
picks,
Really?
but I'm sure that was most of our picks.
She's really sweet.
She is my pick.
Mm-hmm. It's a good pick.
I hope she goes home next week.
Yeah, I mean, one can only hope for a swift exit for such a lovely person who doesn't deserve to rot in a, heck on earth that living with Colton and
Yeah.
fathering and mothering his children would be.
A romantic guillotine.
Yes.
Rich or poor, there's no discrimination. Just off with the head
Right.
of love.
I liked her. I mean, I guess that's what we're
That's
saying.
what
I
we're
just
saying.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I
Swift
know.
death.
I just am. I'm reading my notes. I see such positive things.
We
just
wish her
very
a warrior's
nice.
death.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Upbeat.
All right, okay, yuck.
Oh,
Matthew
I like it.
McConaughey.
She's
Get out of here.
she did a that bit with the butterflies that I don't know. I felt gimmicky, but for her somehow it felt
Worked,
like
yeah.
kind of it worked.
Well, if we're talking about it, the way if we were to be fans of Colton, it was super cute, almost romantic, dare I say, that he picked up the butterfly afterwards and put it in his coat
That
because he
was-
thought to himself, "I'm gonna need this in 11 weeks."
this is going to become a
However long
caterpillar someday.
Don't worry, butterfly. Take care of you.
These poor butterflies are all gonna die here, getting trampled.
They need to become caterpillar.
so they can fly away. Yeah, Colton's dumb. But I thought that was cute.
no, that was a nice sentiment, but
Yeah.
it would be nicer if it was like a Chris Soules or something. Pre-auto murder.
Yeah. So before I make my picks, I'd like to jump in.
Drunk in love.
Oh, no. All right, great picks. Case, you're up.
Yeah, well, before I make my pick, I'd like to jump into one thing that I loved seeing tonight, which was that they showed highlights.
drunk love.
Oh, we're still on Chris Soules. Oh, man. Anti-season. It's dark,
Yeah.
It's dark in here. It's pitch black. We still have the after dark lights rigged up. It's red.
Yeah. Well, we lit a fire.
They might not be, but would you believe it? It's audio only.
You don't know.
You have no choice but to believe us.
Also, yeah, we completely renovated the Bach Boys studio. It's made of marble,
And it's on fire.
and it's all on fire.
Alex, your robot hand's hurting me.
Ow.
Let go of my knee, please.
Anyway, Casey's got picks, you guys.
Yeah, I'll go into my picks.
You just crushed Jake's bones to crumbles.
It's okay. Let's finish the show. Get those picks, Case.
Who's your no good pick or your good pick? You pick first, whichever order.
Wow.
Stussy.
A lot of agency.
All right. Well, Demi was gonna be my no good pick. I think she
Same.
would have been for all of us.
Sorry.
Yeah, is that judgmental? I just feel like she was annoying.
No, it's because
Her mom's in prison.
she was.
Jesus.
I mean, for
It's not
embezzling.
It's for embezzlement.
Yeah, it's a fairly white
for
collar crime.
heffalumps
you
and
guys.
woozles. My mom's a heffalump.
Who's a Who'sville?
I just don't like, that she never had a long-term relationship, and she's basically weaning
Especially with her
Arkansas.
mother because she's in prison.
We don't care about that Bach Boys Nation. It's just goofs. It's just goofs and gaffs. Just having fun on the Bach Boys.
It's real low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, we're just grabbing the low-hanging fruit because it's early in the season.
Low-hanging fruit from the family tree. Family tree. 23andMe brings you this episode.
Yeah, Ancestry.com and 23andMe
It's a
are both
co-partnership.
sponsoring us. It's just all about DNA. Spreading your seed is the big theme of the Bach Boys this year because it's the theme of The Bachelor. It's all they're talking about.
Yes, it is. Families. We saw the Bachelor babies at the top.
Yeah, it's literally all they're talking
It's
about.
not. It's here and it's never going away.
I like that the Bachelor babies are old enough now to acknowledge that they're born from a TV show.
And that it's weird.
Yeah, the one kid.
He's like, that's pretty weird.
He said he
smoke
was
some pot.
yeah, it's soon, very soon for him.
Yeah, like as soon as they hit cut.
Casey, why won't you give us your picks?
Come on, Casey.
Been trying to.
You keep interrupting us with your picks.
Yeah, bro. Go on.
No, you guys go on.
No, have we got any more
Casey.
bits? No, there's more. The later.
We're saving it.
For the show.
Yeah.
The show's going to start soon, Bach Boys Nation. Casey, what's your
Okay.
picks?
All right, let's get started.
So my evil, no good, terrible person who he deserved to end up with person. I have an angle for this. You're gonna have to hear me out on it. I would go with Bree, the Australian,
Okay.
and here is why.
All right.
Because I think it would be so poetic for him to fall in love with someone who's literally lying to him about who they are from day one, and I hope she keeps it up all the way until she is handed a little pretty diamond ring on her finger and she's still using an Australian accent.
So funny. She just goes so deep into
Yeah,
the bitch.
so
She's like,
I-
I'm too far.
I know it won't happen.
I'm too far down under.
I
Is
know
that
it won't
Australian?
happen, but I just hope that his
No.
engagement ends in a
Oh,
no. I'm sorry,
No.
Colton.
No, because I've been lying to you.
I'm actually a Kiwi.
Yeah.
This changes everything.
Yeah, so I think that a real poetic and terrible thing to happen to him, which is what we're all hoping for,
That's a
is
great
for him
angle,
to be lied to.
and I'm rooting for that.
Yeah. You
That's
know?
interesting.
You should write this show.
But has she not already revealed it? I'm confused.
I don't know. They didn't really show her talk much after that.
don't care.
She was like kind of like propped up in the promos and all that, and literally her only screen time in the entire episode was what was in the promos.
I'll tell you, if we could just talk about a promo real quick leading to a disappointment. Alex D. All we had was like a picture of her. The
Yeah, she
pictures
looked
that were
very-
like, we thought she looked normal and like
Yeah.
sweet. She looked like a girl like who would go to college with us, kind of in her headshot.
Yeah, someone you could get a beer with.
Yeah. Yes, we like beer. We still like beer. Oh God.
Oh no, 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 no,
No, no.
Kevin, nope.
Nope.
She's a great judge of character.
Jeez Louise. Anyway, she turned out to be horrible. She stuck with that sloth bit for too long.
and didn't
man.
commit the whole way through.
There's
Yeah.
always that one person that goes with the gimmick.
Well, she wanted to be Alexis. She literally wanted to be Alexis.
Yeah, but she's Alex D, and so that wasn't going to happen.
I feel like it's like a requirement to have one gimmick person, and you start out like disadvantaged by being the gimmick.
I feel like I'm trying to think the farthest a gimmick's ever made it. Claire. Remember
That
Claire
mask
from
guy.
Paradise?
Annalise wore a mask the whole first night. I guess it's not a sloth costume.
Claire and Juan Pablo's came pregnant.
Oh, really?
Penguin Adam, the
Did she
the
leave
puppet
pregnant?
guy, made it pretty far.
Chicken Boy made it pretty far.
Yeah, he did.
David.
Did
Ugh.
have any bits lasted longer than the first night? There was like the bag of kisses or whatever. I forget who
Dolphin
that
with
was.
Stupid
Adam and the
Alexis.
mannequin.
Yeah, she kept bringing
Oh,
the
the
dolphin out.
mannequin, yes. The dummy little
The
Adam
dummy,
or whatever.
yeah.
But that was more producer stank than them
For sure.
not giving it up. I don't know.
Lauren
Didn't pay
Bushnell.
off. Yeah. Of
Hey,
course.
I picked her season 1, episode 1 of the Bach Boys. Doesn't matter. I don't even care anymore, you guys.
Wow,
Because
it really
the
is the
anti-season.
anti.
I think it's stupid that I won the first season ever.
Anti.
Everyone
I hardly
does.
know I.
Anyway, Casey, you quit talking our ear off with these picks. Let's hear your second one.
Well,
Who was the first?
Before I jump,
Brie.
Bree,
Before
that's
Liam
right.
Brie.
Before I jump into my too good for him pick, I'd love to throw out 2 honorable mentions.
Can you wait? Just so it doesn't skew any votes?
Yep.
Well,
I guess. I mean, they're not mine. I'm just
they
saying 2
could be.
people
No,
that
it'd be
I like
interesting
to
to
highlight
hear.
for who
All right,
they
okay,
are.
all right.
For
I
who
guess
they
that's
are.
the benefit of going later.
exactly.
You get to hear your boys' input.
So I'd love to give a quick, and you guys can totally pick them again. That's all I'm saying. I just want to shout
I
them
know
out.
Absolutely.
we can. I just
All right.
want
Just
absolutely.
wanna
I
shout
just
'em
want
out.
a sound bite.
There's-
Absolutely.
I want to give out a 2-way tie of honorable mention for who I think
no
he
good?
deserves.
Honorable
Not
mention.
that they're no good, but who he deserves. This is the key part.
Okay.
Okay.
Tracy, she's 1, and then the other one is Elise. Both 31, both the oldest women in the house, reasoning that hopefully they die before he does in their happy marriage.
Tracy who?
So that he's left
And who?
alone and sad and mourning while they get to be in heaven.
Who was the other
Interesting.
That's my other
pretty
angle.
brutal.
You're dark, man.
That is dark.
Hey, anti.
one?
You're right. This season we were like PG-13. No, we actually,
weren't like that. You were like that.
This is pretty PG-13.
No,
don't
I
think
just
there's
like
anything
that
going
we're
on.
justifying anything by saying it's anti.
Well,
and
now we
got
got to start the whole show over.
I know.
We're talking about the show.
I know.
Breaking that wall.
Hey,
Who was the other one? It was Tracy and
Build
who?
the wall.
Tracy and
Yeah, build the wall.
Build
All right,
the
Batch
wall
Boys.
back.
Hashtag build the wall. We're trying to build up
No
that,
fourth
that-
wall.
Yeah.
not
No
even
fourth
funny.
wall.
Not even a little funny. Nope.
All right.
No.
So who was your other pick?
It was-
Tracy.
It was just a special shout out
know.
to Tracy
Okay,
and
okay.
Elise. Tracy and Elise for being old, which is great.
Ooh, I like Delise. What was her profession or her genre? Or?
Makeup artist.
Older than everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's a makeup artist.
What was
there
her
there was that one
genre?
point of view shot where she was just looking around the room. And
Very
it was
mature.
just like, man, things are getting wild here.
It's true. It's way
Yeah.
past her bedtime. Okay, so let me give you my good pick so we can move on.
Who
Okay,
you
yeah,
don't
please
want
do it
Colton
quick.
to have.
This
You,
is
you
who I
insisted
did-
on doing 2 honorable mentions.
Thank
so.
you. I know. Thank you.
I mean,
no,
that's
I'm
time.
just trying to hand it over to you. That's all I'm saying.
No, all right,
I know
that's
who
fine,
it
but-
is.
but it's the
I
time.
can predict this.
If I could just steal it for a second.
Please.
So my
Fourth time's
my
the
way
charm.
too good for him person is Hannah G.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Hannah G, because one, he likes her a lot, so I want to see that taken away from him. 2, I do think she'll go far, so there could be some good drama with me hopefully, hoping for a last, and final episode maybe leaving him, like he proposes to her and she says no. Like that would be awesome. And then number 3, because I think she's the best looking of all of them and I'm a shallow person.
Casey
Nice,
loves
Casey.
her.
I like her. I like her too for what it matters.
Yeah,
Does
but
it?
Casey the most.
It does matter because I appreciate that another person sees it my way. She's a gem of a lady,
I wrote down actually the same thing you said, is that he wants her.
and that I don't want him to
She
have.
got the
Exactly.
first. She got the
You're
first
going for
impression.
the jugular.
Rose, to anybody who doesn't remember who she is.
Yeah, she's the one that kind of looks 14, but also kind of looks 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you average those out,
It's like
Well, you
higher
divide
than
it
her
by
age.
2 and add 7.
She's younger than us too. What the heck?
Yeah, man. It's everybody
what
is.
the heck?
They're not younger than us. We're just older than them.
Dude, straight up,
Yeah.
pound right over the equipment.
Absolutely, that's some gospel.
Preach.
Very good case. So just to recap, you don't want him to be with.
Hannah G. He doesn't want him to be with Hannah
Yes.
G.
Sorry, I had my things mixed up.
And
Yes.
you want him to end up with.
I would like him to end up with the Australian.
Guys,
Who's
he's
lying?
Brie.
Lied to.
Brie.
Okay,
Yes.
I
would
like
like
it.
him to
Very
be
nice.
Great reasoning.
Good picks.
Very good picks.
I don't think I
All
got
right.
applause.
All,
You didn't deserve it.
You had,
Yeah,
you
your
had the
picks were
benefit
okay.
of knowing everyone, having everyone to pick from.
Less impressive.
The-
For Jake's next trick.
Yeah. Kate, I'll need a volunteer. So, Casey, you picked my next pick for who that I would like.
Brie.
Who I don't want him to have. No.
Oh,
sorry.
Hannah.
So, Hannah.
Right, because she's
so-
a gem.
Mm-hmm, so that's going to skew things for me.
Again.
A little bit, but that's okay. So my first pick for who I want for Colton's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad wife is
Nice. That's totally what this is.
Thank you. Is Hannah B. Hannah B.
That's a
Right,
good pick.
obnoxious,
That's a really good
obnoxious,
pick.
yes.
See, I want him to be with her because it, I think, will drive him insane. It feels like there's some connection there.
Roll
She's very, very down to earth, really likable, but
No, she's fake.
exactly. And I think that'll
It's fake.
drive him crazy.
He's
really
gonna buy
wants
into
love.
it. He's gonna buy into it.
Yes.
When he finds out that he uses Dawn and she uses Tide.
Because no, I'll tell you why she's fake. Because she was fake nice to like Miss California. She's the one that's Miss Alabama.
No, Miss North
Miss
Carolina.
Yeah.
Hampshire.
Miss North Carolina.
New Hampshire.
North
Whatever.
Carolina.
Carolina.
She's a
I
miss.
know. I'm just trying to throw a wrench.
I'm so confused.
It's anti, dude.
There's a lot of states. There could be
Anti.
50 of these guys. Yeah.
Auntie and uncle.
She was not nice to her. She like was talking smack and then was like, "Hi, good to see you." And it's like, ugh.
She beat me.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
like, she was bitter and like not cool about it.
bitter.
Anyway, continue.
So yeah. so
Good
that,
pick.
Thank
Good
you.
pick.
Thank you. That's all pretty
For Colton's no
self-explanatory.
good, very bad,
Terrible.
terrible, no good, very bad
stinky.
wife.
Yes. And I had another very specific joke attached to that. I just cannot remember what it is, but that's anti. So
Anti.
and that's anti. And for my pick of who I do want, or who I don't want him to end up with. Sorry, this is
Who
very,
you don't want him to have.
Yes, very very anti.
Who you want to protect from him.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep out of his grasp.
Yes.
His tackles.
So yeah, this is tough. 'cause
Keep from having a terrible, no good, very bad life.
yeah.
So it's the terrible.
Yeah, so
we got it.
yeah, exactly. So I want to cut them out of his life with a terrible no good, terrible horrible no good knife, and it's tough because I honestly just want to save them all from him. Like I
Of
just
course,
I just
we
want
all
I just
do.
want to put a blanket around them and be like, it'll
Well,
be
except
okay.
for the stinky cheese. There's some stinky cheese that
Well,
deserve, maybe.
No one deserves this.
Of course.
but-
Absolutely.
But yeah, so if I could only save one person,
One of his
All right.
but one.
You run into a burning bachelor mansion.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can only
yeah.
save one Colton.
The California fires are raging.
okay.
You have to save one.
I think I'll save Kerpa.
Wow.
Really? You are like obsessed with Kerpa.
We said that we would talk about this. There's something about the dental hygienist that puts a schism between us. It puts a gap in our teeth, so to
It's a
speak.
gap in your
I
trap.
literally.
It's a gap in our trap.
You're just
Brian.
you got such a filthy mouth that you want someone to clean it for you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I have such a guttural opposition to dental hygienists on this show. It's such like a.
Who else was? Someone was recently.
Someone else, but I forget because there's a lot because they all do like the I want to clean his teeth bit or like I want to look at his teeth.
Yeah.
It's such a gross bit.
Yeah,
Bad bit.
Bad bit. Bad bit. Bad person.
Pit.
Bad bit.
Who's your favorite actor? Bad bit.
Who's your favorite Carol? Crabbit.
Bitbox.
She is very nice. She's sweet. She's pretty. Not that matters. She's a dental hygienist. Has a good job. Made a good impression on me. And I don't know. I feel like if I can only protect one person, now that I know my boys are protecting some other girls that are very important to me, that's where I'll put my life on the line.
Good for you,
For
man.
her. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you stuck with your guns.
Thank you.
I got 2 picks
Yeah,
here.
of course. I mean, if I'm picking Kerpa, I'm sticking with the gun.
Oh, so let's recount your
I
picks.
said it from the beginning. I'm saying it now.
You'll be her Sherpa.
Locked and loaded. Yeah.
So who's your 2?
Okay. So who I want him to end up with and live an
who do you
eternity of
want-
hell.
Who do you want to be his no good, terrible, very bad wife?
I want that to be Hannah B.
Okay,
an
who is-
an eternity of hellish?
Oh, right, Miss Alabama.
Non-existence, and who I'd like to save is Kerpa.
Okay.
All right.
Solid picks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seriously.
Thanks.
Great
Anybody want to
picks.
thank me?
Not
Nope.
yet, no.
Okay.
Thanks, Case.
All right. Thanks, Case. It is an anti-season.
Nope. Sticking to my guns.
Dang, that's
Should
a big.
respect the neck.
That's a big theme. Big theme. My picks. I think I'm gonna just do it in a slightly informal way because I'm gonna go quickly through 2 people that I wanted to pick for too good for Colton.
That have already been picked.
No, that haven't been picked, but I'm gonna tell you why I didn't pick them.
Wow.
I was gonna pick Katie
Okay.
because she was the one who had the V card. She had like the deck of cards and was like,
Oh yeah.
she's a V card.
Is
and
this
she danced with
Caitlyn?
him.
No, Katie.
Katie.
And then she kissed him too. He kissed her.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick her because same thing. I think Colton wants her. I don't want him to have her. The other person I was gonna pick was Nuts for Nuts, Erica. She was really cool. The one that gave him the nuts, McNutt. That's her
Yep.
name.
She seemed to be very into nuts.
She just didn't seem into him, which is why
Yeah, she was like, all right, first off, what's up with the virgin thing? Like,
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
That's why I'm like, she's too good for him, but like she doesn't even want him. So like I think she's out. My person that I will guard and protect her heart forever is Caitlyn.
That was
And I
my
can't
second
believe that
pick.
you didn't pick her.
That
I
was
love
my
Caitlyn
second pick.
so
Yeah.
much. Oh, Caitlyn, she is just the bee's knees. I mean, I
Yeah.
look,
What do you like about her?
she really wore a cool romper.
There it is.
Did she? I don't think so.
Don't
I think
think
she
she
wore a
did.
red dress.
It was like a romper, a red romper. You sure it wasn't a red romper?
Red
Yeah.
dress.
Hey man,
Red
her
romper,
dress is
red
down
romper.
here.
She was romping around. You know? She was romping around. I mean,
red
I don't-
romper, red romper.
Ryan-
Don't let Colton stomp her.
Ryan was obviously very, very struck by her personality. Please tell us, what was it about her personality that made you so excited?
She seemed kind of quirky,
She's from Toronto, Ontario.
unexpectedly quirky from the 6,
Very quirky.
Drake's hometown, and I just feel a connection
home
to her.
province.
You know, before that show started, Chris was talking to Colton about love at first sight, and I think I am living it.
She
with
also
Caitlyn.
reminds me of the previous Canadian Caitlyn.
Yeah, but like,
Was she Canadian?
Yeah.
Was she Caitlyn?
She was Caitlyn.
Good.
oh yeah, it's spelled
And
differently.
her name is Canadian.
That's amazing. They do have similar coloring and hair, but I love her and I'll
Beth
protect her
Briscoe.
forever. I'll learn more about her as the season goes on, okay? But Colton, all I know is I'm going to do everything I can to keep her from being his no good, terrible, very bad wife. All right? She's going to she won't have a no good, terrible, very bad life. And the person I want to be his no good, terrible, very bad wife is
So did you pick that already or no?
no. I'm picking Never Been Kissed Heather.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought
That's a
about
good
picking
one.
her. I thought about picking
I
her.
want
I also
Colton and
thought
her
about
to
that.
end up together forever. They seem to have a lot in common.
Yes.
Give her some zip ties, and they will.
Yeah, well, yeah, if I have anything to say about it.
And she's
I
got,
don't.
She's got that victim's mentality. She just wants to be his victim.
Yeah.
Are we going with that? Are we calling?
Yeah, the women are his victims.
Casey wanted.
Yeah,
to
in
do
like
that,
a
didn't he,
vampire-y
Casey?
kind of way.
Exactly. Yes. I'm sorry. Maybe that was not the best phrase.
No. I think we just had to
They're
clarify.
gonna die at the hands of Colton.
His
when he
victim.
bites their neck and hides in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he requires.
Did you see him in any mirrors this episode? We should rewatch.
I saw
I
him in a
don't
bunch
think
of
we did.
showers.
a lot? No, just one shower.
Yeah, one shower.
A bunch
many
of times.
times.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He
7 of his-
really spends a lot of time on his chest.
True. Well, if he got
Guess
it,
that's why there's
rub
no
it.
hair on it.
Yeah, he's just
Rubbed all
washing
the
it all
hair
away.
He just scrubs for hours.
Oh, there's
until it
grass
falls
in
out.
my chest.
I got curly brown grass. The curly brown grass.
Yeah, 7 of his victims were spared tonight.
Yeah, they got the guillotine of love.
They were.
You notice how they
crying with
left
joy.
during daytime?
Yeah.
Full on
Right?
daytime.
That's
Yes.
when they could escape because he
Yep.
can't go after them.
Yeah,
Oh
they go
my
to bed.
gosh.
You've seen that footage in the trailer of him jumping over the fence going after one of his escapees.
Yeah. Colton is dangerous.
Yes.
He's on the loose. And they're just
on
putting
the
these ABC sadists are just putting him on TV, broadcasting this massacre.
Yeah, well, what is this? The Hunger Games?
Literally, it feels like it.
It is. This is the Hunger Games of love.
That's kind of how we're hosting this season. That's kind of the anti-season. It's the Hunger Games
Well,
Bachelor
we're all
edition.
in extravagant makeup and costumes.
I have glove.
Yeah, Alex has glove.
Yeah, there's like a bevy of weapons laying across the new and improved Bach Boys table.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's asleep in that chair.
Yeah, he's back
Sorry,
to life.
Sleep
Philip
for a while.
SH.
Oh, man.
Philip shh.
She's
Go back to sleep.
She's sleeping.
Amazing.
I think Matthew McConaughey is over there trying to poke the bear to no avail.
So, gents, I want to bring something up with you guys that I find very interesting.
Wow.
And I want to see
Please.
how you feel. 'Cause obviously, I think all of us here were not too enthused with the really cringy batch parties that we were forced to sit through almost an hour of, right?
Completely unjustified 3-hour runtime. That was.
Yeah, well, we saw a few proposals.
Boo. Boo.
People were not famous or attractive.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah, not enough for love.
Right.
Yeah, let's get him on TV and give him the boot
Also,
first.
like, why are these people famous? I get it. Like, I would be starstruck, honestly, if I saw Tanner Tolbert in person. But, like, why? Like, they're not famous for an act.
Yeah, why would
No.
you? Why would you consider yourself a fan of theirs, or you're just like, oh, I know who you are?
Yeah, like Chris kept saying, oh, she's a real fan of Ben's. Ben's what? Ben's
Yeah.
personality? Ben's
His
failure to find love?
Eagerness to marry someone as a wish.
Yeah, he's really good at
His
trying
eagerness
to get
make a
married.
wish.
Yeah, that's
Come true.
my question, I guess, is in a way, is like, I wonder, like, what does that woman think was going to happen when she got to meet Ben? Like, they'd hit it off and hang out sometimes? Like, that's, like, it's not going to happen. What do you like about him? You know what I mean? Like, what's the goal? I feel like when you meet your hero, it should be more of a moment than she got, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, if
'Cause
I
he's
want to
not a
meet,
hero.
like, someone...
Right, right.
Maybe she also uses poop rags.
I was also going to say something about poop. I don't know
You know,
why.
Ben uses poop rags and not toilet paper.
Oh, he's so
No.
sustainable.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, he's sustainable.
But he's now a perfect bind.
What
'cause
exactly
he's not a
are-
perfect Ben anymore. He's
What can I ask? What are poop rags?
It's a rag he uses to wipe his booty in the shower.
So that's like when you,
You
like go to
wash-
Target and you bring like baby clothes with you into the bathroom to
No.
wipe with.
No, you have to like wash it. Like you,
Yeah, you know.
Like you do.
yeah. Wait, I just skirted right over that.
Or
What do you
like
do at Target?
It's no big deal. You know, for insider tips, reach out to us.
Yeah, wait,
online.
Ryan, when you have to go in Target, whose clothes do you bring into the bathroom if not baby clothes?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you're
usually
just gonna
go
waste
for.
full clothes.
I go for hosiery, because it kind of paints a picture that like maybe it was
I
like
usually-
I like the
some kind
mesh
of femme
'cause you can
fatale.
squeeze it.
I
And
usually-
it comes out like
I usually go
Play-Doh.
for those gimmicky graphic tees.
Sometimes I go to electronics and get a couple iPhone cords because there's a real good snaking system.
You floss.
I floss.
Yeah, see, I would floss more, but it makes me bleed every time. so I don't floss enough, I guess.
Kerpa would be ashamed of you.
Yeah, man, that's your pick.
Well, that's why I'm picking her, is because people like her, keep us from bleeding when we floss.
Well,
At Target.
so also, boys,
The bathroom.
I brought up this whole notion about how these cringy segments, because I want to talk about something. The Bachelor Nation used to be this like figurative thing that Chris Harrison would refer to. That was like everyone knew it was us. Like it was like talking about Santa. Like it was this magical thing, and like you just believed in it, and like you didn't know if it was entirely real, but you hoped. And like you could feel this shared sensibility amongst you, like we're part of Bachelor Nation.
You don't feel the magic anymore?
No. Well, here's the thing. Now Bachelor Nation is just a very tangible middle-aged woman, like who, like it's scary. I don't like the face that I've come to see Bachelor Nation.
What are you talking about? There's a pretty diverse crowd in Bachelor Nation.
No, man.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
mean,
diverse crowd in Batch
You're
Boys
just
Nation.
stuck on that one woman, and yes, Batch Boys Nation.
That's
is
what
thriving.
Well, that's
Ben's
what I'm
woman?
here to talk about. I think the Batch Boys Nation needs to take it back and say, you know what? This is
woman
this is
on
not
the
what we're
left.
standing here. This is not what we stand here,
Oh, yeah,
here for to do.
Of course.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
What
This is not what we
they're-
stand here for to do.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But say it in an Australian accent.
do
No.
it. Do it. No. No.
No.
I'm just
Nerd.
saying that I think that we are awesome Bachelor fans. A lot of our fans are awesome
We
Bachelor
have our own
fans.
nation.
We're
Criminies.
We're better than this, you know?
For
We're better
Crim's
than
sake.
suckling up to Evan and Carly. Like,
Yeah, what the heck? Those are our heroes now? What has become of the Bachelor Nation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, heroes have kids. Hashtag all heroes have kids.
Yeah. And all parents are step-parents? Does that transition well?
Yeah, I suppose. It's like it's its own thought.
That's a throwback. We've been on for years.
Yeah.
Hashtag all parents are step-parents.
Hashtag all Carly's kids are at risk.
Straight up.
But with embroidered chairs like that, they'll never know, never not know who they are.
Well, it comes free with a flat tummy tea.
Yeah.
Gross. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like the backup plan on The Bachelor now is just like, well, if I don't find love, I'll just like sell tea on Instagram.
Gross.
What happened?
You need to floss more, Alex.
Alex, you're bleeding
Alex popped a stress ball.
with his robot hand.
Yeah, Alex.
That you can't. You got to know your own strength, dude.
Come on, man. You crushed my knee earlier.
So much power.
I'm afraid of your powers.
I can't help it. Casey's really mad at my powers.
Yeah, he's wiping all the goo off him, and I don't blame him. It exploded all over him.
You got stress ball goo on you?
Sorry about the stress ball, Casey. I hope you can find
I didn't
other
know that
ways to
stress
cope.
ball would be filled with that kind of goo. Audio listeners,
Can you
I
guys
wish you could
please
see
stop talking about my hernia?
it. Theo's stress ball is Casey's
Now,
hernia.
What did you have your fist around his hernia for, anyhow?
What were you saying, Case?
I wasn't.
Look, man, the fact of the matter is it's the anti-season. I think we're all having more fun than ever.
Yeah, I think it's a diverse nation, just to finish that up, Case. I don't think it's just a bunch of tangible old women.
Yeah, you
I
were
think-
just
Not that I've seen.
I think there's a ton of intangible young women,
Jade
too.
Intangible's
Just
wedding.
a bunch of like young ghosts, like their moms drowned them in a lake or something. And here they are.
just
to
some
come out
spooks
and support.
inspectors. They're
Of
they're
course.
ghouls and goblins. The whole Bachelor Nation is just
Boys and ghouls,
and
bones and ghouls.
Oh man, you
Stay
know
tuned for our
spooky
Halloween
stuff.
episode.
Yeah, the Halloween boys.
Get there.
just a long ways away.
The thing
What you
is,
think?
Batch Boys Nation.
That's what we say.
I think I'll go back to what I said earlier.
Oh.
We are boys who love the batch.
Hmm.
We just don't love this batch. And I don't think I like the state of the Bachelor Nation. You know, I think if we were to have a State of the Bachelor Nation address, it would read something along the lines of
Yeah. And we'd have like MABA hats. Make
Bachelor again?
make a Bachelor
Wait.
again.
Make Bachelor.
No.
We're not going to have any hats.
No.
Certainly no hats of that design.
Let's not keep
Whatever.
going.
I was lampooning. Okay, I wasn't supporting.
Hey, man.
Don't give it a platform.
Whatever. Sorry, Bachelor.
We have
Batch
a-
Boys Nation.
Hate doesn't need a platform. Hate needs a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jake. We Kavanaugh off of that crap.
Okay. Hey, sounds good. Same here. Me as well.
Maba.
No doubt, fresh. Me
Look,
too.
I'm gonna drive home in my Christine Blasey Ford, and I'll see you guys.
We don't.
I didn't get it.
It's
I'll
something
look it up.
about
I'll look it
politics.
up.
It's
I'll
old.
look it up.
It's old.
You
I
didn't
don't
get it.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
look it up. I'll
know.
look it up.
Yeah,
We encourage you to as well,
Yeah,
Bachelor Nation.
do
2
you-
whole months old.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
still very fresh.
Yeah,
in
all
the,
too
in the
fresh. It
minds
makes
of
me, like,
Americans.
makes me unhappy. Why are we talking about it on
Maybe
our
I just didn't
entertaining
hear what you
podcast?
said. I don't know. Whatever. It's changing.
It's the end of the episode.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Did I derail that? Was that me?
No, we're on rails. Don't you feel it?
I did. Well, yeah, I thought I did.
Are you feeling this, you guys?
Yeah. Oh, by
All
the way,
right,
guys,
everybody, hands
Boys,
in.
Batch Boy Studios on a train this year. Coming to your town, maybe.
Our hands are in.
Check us out on.
My robot hands in.
Yeah.
Watch
Don't
out.
squeeze.
Wait, I'm not going near that hand.
Oh.
It's got squish ball goo.
Yeah, it's like zapping. It's got like little electric.
Yeah, and that's my
bolts.
meniscus. Are
Yeah.
those shards of my ACL? I've got tendons
It's a good
on
festival.
your hands.
Wait, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. It was.
Boo.
Oh. Nah, I just like the rival pageant people. I thought that was a good bit.
It was a good bit.
I like that. I like that that's a clear set of enemies, just mutual enemies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't really revisit it again, did they?
No, but
They,
bro, we got a
they
whole
turned
season.
Jennifer Coolidge into the villain, and then
Oh, Stifler's
also
daughter.
where's her dog?
That is such
just-
a producer stank pick.
Well, yeah, oh yeah, that was the producer's rose. There's a producer's rose now, everybody. It's canon.
Yep.
Look at our Instagram or whatever. It's the producer's rose. It's been like that for many, many seasons. We're finally giving it a name.
Call a spade a spade.
Hashtag, yeah. Aerate the soil. Don't call it a comeback, but call it canon.
Hey, yeah, call Ryan Johnson and tell him it's canon. Demand him to tell you.
Demand them the canon.
It's Cranon. All right.
We'll get more of those inside jokes coming at y'all season long. We got picks. I'm praying that he doesn't pick Caitlyn, and I hope he ends up with Never Been Kissed.
I'm praying he doesn't pick who I picked, and I hope he ends up with who I picked.
We'll remember as the season goes on.
Someone will do it.
Well, mine was. I mean, we don't need to say it again, do we?
No.
No.
Okay.
They'll listen. They can scrub backwards. It's the
Yeah.
Batch Boys, and
Yeah.
it's the end of the episode.
We already got the plugs out of the way, gang. Surprise, we're done.
Yeah, I guess
What
that's
are you
true.
waiting
Is this
for?
why we do the plugs at the end? We got nothing to do here.
No, now we just leave. Now we walk away.
We can't leave. We cemented the doors
Listen,
shut.
It's the anti-season. We can do whatever we gosh darn wanna do.
Doggone it. Oh gosh, I forgot how spooky this season is.
Yeah, we're on a haunted train car, everyone.
We're on the rails and we're cruising. I'm Ryan
We
S.
definitely stayed on these rails the entire time.
We're on them.
KCS.
Jake C.
Alex F.
And it's me, Ryan S. again, and we're the Batch Boys, and it's a whole new anti-season. It's like what you listened to before, only anti. So strap in, ride along on this train, and
We'll see you next week.
see you next week. Go to batchboys.net. It looks really nice.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into it. It'd be real cool just for you to see.
And write in, comment with
we?
us. Enjoy our Instagram. More stuff to come.